Importing a Japanese mini truck into British Columbia. I have divided this video into sections. Number 1, quick steps to import a Japanese vehicle into Canada. Number 2, details on these steps. Number 3, the safety inspection. And number 4, the costs. Number 1, quick steps to import a vehicle into Canada. The vehicle must be 15 years old for Canada and 25 years old for the United States. This means a 2009 or earlier model, and you have to check the month of production if it's a 2009 to meet the 15-year rule. Note, some U.S. states will not license a mini truck for road use. First step is to find a vehicle in Japan. Unlike Canada, vehicles are not normally sold privately. They're sold by dealers or at auction. Note, you will have to pay more for a vehicle from a dealer, but there is a wider selection and instant availability. Second, you will need to have the vehicle moved from the lot or auction house to the shipping area or port. Third, the vehicle is shipped from Japan by ship to Vancouver, in my case, actually New Westminster. And fourth, duty is paid and the vehicle clears customs. You need to get the vehicle moved from the arrival port to a place where you can drive it, trailer it, or have it shipped. Sixth, you need to get temporary insurance to move the vehicle to a safety inspection garage. Either you have modified it to meet the requirements or the garage will do the work. Seventh, you get temporary insurance again and take it to ICBC to get it registered and licensed for British Columbia. Section 2, all the details. First, how to find a vehicle in Japan. Note, a Japanese company will find you a car and bid on it for you, go over the auction sheets, arrange shipping to the port, arrange shipping to Canada, arrange shipping insurance, and send you all the required documentation. Hey, so the first step is to find your vehicle in Japan. You can use many online sites. I happen to use Japan Car Direct, and I'll show you how this site works. On the main web page, which is right here, if you scroll down, you'll see some videos, which are quite good, auction sheets and live bidding and all that. And then you see the auction search engine, you click on that. So now this opens. In the top left, you'll see vehicles at auctions, sales statistics, and fixed price. Let's look at the fixed price first. That's over here, so you click on fixed price. And now you're going to come down and you're going to choose Suzuki's. And then you're going to scroll down and you're going to go and look at a carry truck. You see there's over 2,454 at this moment. The next thing you want to do is use some of your filters. So in Canada, you can only go to 2009, and it depends on the month. Be very critical on the month that you're going to go and buy it, because you can't be over newer than 15 years. And let's say mileage, let's bring it down to, I don't know, 90 or 80 or whatever you're interested in, right? And then click search. Now here come a bunch of trucks. So let's just take a look at one. It comes up. So here the mileage is only 6,000 kilometers. Uh, It's got a manual transmission, it's four-wheel drive, 660 cc's. It's got air conditioning and power steering. And if we look over here on the right, you notice that this is in yen, but you can click US dollars. So they're asking over $5,000 for that truck. But the advantage, of course, is you can go through thousands of them and find exactly one you want with a dump bed or whatever, and it's instantly available. So let's go back now, and this is the first one you're on. We'll get away from fixed price. We'll go to Japanese auctions. Okay, we'll go down. We'll take a look at a Suzuki. Again, carry trucks is only 224 this week at auction. This will change all the time. You go down to 2009 or whatever the year is, and I'm going to come up to 2000 in this case. I don't want anything older. And we'll bring our mileage down again to whatever you're looking for. And we click search. And there we go. An important point to note is that you see up here in login, once you make an account and log in, you will get more information. Okay, so here's a 2009 and it's got air conditioning, power steering, and it's four-wheel drive. Let's take a look at it. All right, now you see this is a Japanese auction sheet, and a lot of this is in Japanese. I'll show you a link so you can understand more of how these reports are set out. and we want to take a look. This only has, again, very, very low mileage, 7,000 miles. And if we come up here to prices again, we'll go back to US dollars. This will sell for about 1,600. Now, that's just what they think it will sell for by average if you bid on this. So considerably less than the car lot, but you're bidding against other people. And you can go, if you logged in, you'll see more images and so on. Okay, I'm going to go back again to the main page. And if you're back here on the main page that you started at, and you click these bars, down here, they'll have how to read auction sheets. If you click on that, they'll have examples of the auction sheet, and it's all in English and exactly how to understand it. And of course, whoever you select to bid for you will read these, go through it, and explain what's good. Now, you're looking for low mileage. You don't want accidents. You don't want in here, you don't want an R. You want a 3.5 or better. A clean interior, because if it's full of mud and stuff, you could get into agricultural issues when you're trying to import it here. And also that it's currently registered. And that's super important because that means it's had its yearly check. So all the brakes and everything should be up to par. It's just extra insurance for you. And if you register, of course, you get more information. And if you are going to go and bid on these, you have to give the agent who's representing you a deposit, and then they'll bid. They were very good with me. They told me not to even buy certain vehicles. So that's how to get around the auction sheets. Thank you. If you win your auction, you'll receive some sort of form and an email informing you. You then pay in full for the buying cost, the vehicle moving cost, and the shipping. The vehicle is then moved from the auction house to the port. Expect storage fees if there is any delay in shipping. About a week before the ship leaves, you will receive 4 certificates. These are the export certificate, the translation of the export certificate, the invoice or bill of sale, and the bill of lading for the ship. Arrange a broker before the ship arrives in Vancouver. That's in my case. I used L. Thompson in Vancouver as my broker. Any broker will get you to fill out the power of attorney to act on your behalf and a certificate of origin. You email them the 4 certificates you received. The vehicle is then cleared electronically in a few days, and you are sent an email of confirmation and a Canada Customs coding form. You can now get your vehicle. However, in order to remove a vehicle from the lot in Vancouver, you must use a bonded carrier. That's a towing company. Only they can enter the lot and move the vehicle from the lot to your agreed destination. I use Canuck Towing for this. Section 3, Safety Inspection. If you have this vehicle at home, you need to arrange for a safety inspection. This is an area of great debate on the forums, and each inspection facility may look at these items differently. These are the items that need to meet the requirement along with a mechanical inspection. These items are DOT approved tires, daytime running lights, side marker lights and reflectors, high mounted brake light, and DOT approved lenses and lights. Again, it depends on the garage and how they interpret the rules. After the inspection, the garage issues a past inspection report and you take it to an ICBC agent with all your paperwork and pay the provincial tax and then register it in British Columbia. They keep the export certificate and the translation document. Section 4, the costs. Now let's take a look at the costs in Canadian dollars. If you're from the States, you have to convert it. These are the costs I actually paid in Japan. First is the auction fees. That's all the paperwork to export it. Their fee, all that kind of thing was $1,300. Transportation from the auction house to the port was $200. I paid for an extra inspection where somebody came and physically looked at the truck for me. That was 20 or 30 bucks. The actual truck cost was 2,761. You will pay more if it's not white or if it's a dump, and you'll pay less if it's white or if it has higher mileage and so on. Ocean freight was $1,830, and I had storage fees of $600, but that was because it was a port strike and it sat there for 4.5, 5 months, and they weren't able to ship it. Now let's go to page 2. Okay, these are the costs that I paid in Canada. Customs duty, 2.7%. That's what it is right now, $75. Air conditioning excise charge of $100. The terminal charge at $225. The via surcharge of $25. The brokerage charge of $275. Canuck towing is going to be at least $170 and up to get it towed out of there. BC sales tax was a couple $100. The safety inspection was $153. It needed tires. It was $541. That's taxes in installed. I put a new battery in it, $164, taxes in installed. Side lights and wiring and reflectors was about $100. I did all that work myself. Total cost was about $8,700. Yours will vary depending on the amount of work you do, how much the vehicle costs, etc. But it gives you a general idea of what the cost should be. So this has gotten kind of long. So this is the end of part 1. I'll make a part 2 of the mechanical side marker lights, oil changes, tires, all that kind of stuff. If you're interested, check out that video. Hope this helped everybody. Have a good day.